Hey there, Alex. It's Michelle Pacansky-Brock. Thanks for inviting me to participate in your video conversation. I, like you, also teach a professional development course for online instructors. It's titled Building Online Community with Social Media, and we focus on how to build social presence online, how to use social media and Web 2.0 tools to create collaborative student-centered learning activities. And we really delved into the concept of personalized learning and think about what that is and how it relates to traditional learning environments that are very instructor-centric, where the instructor is really kind of dictating and making decisions about what the content is that the student will be learning about. So a moment ago, I posted a video response. I selected a video from my video channel on YouTube that shows a video I created in my last online class. The reason I created that video was to announce to my students who our student recipients were of a really fun and inspirational award that I give out in my online class. And the award is called my Masterpiece Blog Award. My students work really hard in my class, and nearly every week, in addition to doing many other activities, they are writing a 500-word blog post. And that blog post, it's a history of photography class, by the way. The blog post is designed to get them to think critically, also to develop and refine their writing skills. And I try to also not only just engage the cognitive domain, but also the affective domain. And that's a big part of, I think, online learning is engaging that affective domain. And I think it's what we're really missing with a lot of the research and literature with online learning personally, is another value and huge benefit that VoiceThread brings, which is another tool that I use regularly. Anyway, so the blogs, they respond to blog posts or blog prompts that I have written. I usually give them a choice each week between two different prompts. And I try to get them to be creative. So for example, when they're learning about historical processes, in an effort to try to engage that affective domain, I'll do something like have them role play. So one week they're learning a lot about historical processes like the daguerreotype and the calotype and different types of historical processes like that involve lots of chemicals, and it can get pretty confusing. So they also learn about something called death photography, which was really popular in the 19th century. And so I have them go out to a website and select an example of a death portrait, which is a picture of a dead person, and pull that image onto their blog and write about it, but not just write about the image. They actually are expected to role play and pretend that they were the person who commissioned that photograph to be taken. And so they're writing in first person, they're making up a story about who the person is, why they wanted that picture taken, commissioned, paid for, and what that image would have meant to them. And so that process is very transformative because students come in and immediately start thinking about the concept of death photography and think it's just repulsive and just a horrible thing, and then they come out with a very different perception of it after they really engaged with it through this kind of emotional element. So anyway, that's an example of what they do with the blogs. And so the video that I posted about 12 weeks into the semester, I have students vote for 2 students who they think have gone above and beyond in their blogs and done a really excellent job. And the students who come out with, I think I have a criteria for 3 or more votes from their peers, and I have them submit their votes anonymously using a simple Google form. Those students win. They win the award, and they're simply granted 10 additional extra credit points above and beyond my max, my 20-point max in the class. So it's a really big deal. And it's really cool to see how students respond, because usually they come right back to me and they say, oh, I never thought I had it in me. I feel so proud of myself. And so it's really, really a neat thing to have students nominate each other, and it generates a little bit of positive competition. And I love the idea of using the Animoto video to announce the awards. It's a really fun and spontaneous way to do that. And so that's an example of how I engage my students in my online class.